We've got a Fender Jazzmaster and we have some EMG pickups. What could they possibly sound like together? Mike Bradley here, hope you are doing well as always. So yes, I've got a Fender Jazzmaster in my hands, which I must say is a lovely colour. I'm a sucker for blue guitars anyway, but and a tortoiseshell. But the main thing I want to talk about is these pickups. These are some EMG pickups, and they are the JMaster pickups basically. So they're not P90 pickups or anything like that. They are Jazzmaster size pickups, which are big single coils, and of course these are going to be active as well. So there's a little battery in the back, 9 volt. But I was very interested and intrigued when EMG reached out, because when I think of EMG, I think of, I suppose, heavy metal kind of guitar tones, you know, which are great. Some bluesy, rocky players obviously use EMGs as well. Steve Lukather comes to mind in the 80s and 90s and into the 2000s as well. He was a big EMG user as well. So it's not just metal, and that's why I thought, when I got chatting with the lovely guys at EMG, I thought, yeah, let's check it out, because I'm not a metal player. I like a little bit of naughty rock and roll, but I guess more bluesy rock is what I do. And I thought it'd be quite intriguing to get some sounds out of EMG pickups with a Jazzmaster as well. So let's talk about what's going on here. Obviously we got the standard volume and tone, just like on any other guitar really. But obviously with Jazzmasters you've got a few extra little controls going on here. And this switch here, and I'll make sure I do a little close-up as well so you can see it, we've got a nice boost going on here. And then we've got these controls which will add different frequencies of boosts. So if I go in the neck position here, and the SPC switch, I should have said that earlier, is down, so it's off. So this is your standard kind of Jazzmaster sound. And then I've got the controls here all kind of going towards the neck, which means that they're off, they're being bypassed. Now I'm going to stay on the neck, I'm going to stay on the neck pickup. I'm going to click the switch up and then start rolling this one nearest to me here, which is going to activate the volume to the SPC boost. Start blending it in. It doesn't have to be all or nothing, which is quite cool. So I like that. That's a nice fattener which you would want. If I'm picking in a bit of distortion here, it's the Seymour Duncan 805, still in the neck pickup. That's a nice bluesy sound. Hopefully you agree there. So like I say, that's with the boost kicked in there, and then we basically have another boost, the EMG, which will add different low and high frequencies going on. So hopefully you heard the wow come back there. So that's quite a difference. So I've still got the first boost all the way on. I can hear a bit of a quack go on. Let's take the first boost off. Yeah, you can hear a bit of bass end going on there. I certainly can. Bridge pickup. And I should say this is just guitar and amp at the moment. There's no overdrive pedals kicked on. So definitely a quack there. Oh, and the amp's my Hampstead ARTIST 20. So make sure that, so these are all on, okay? I forget sometimes myself. If I put an overdrive pedal, Seymour Duncan 805. Let's take this second boost off. So you get quite a big thick sound there just by manipulating these boost functions. So that's the EMG boost, that's the SPC boost. Basically both boosting, but it's the different frequency. I'll make sure I put a diagram so you can see what I'm talking about there. But you know, if you're like me and when it comes to kind of the maths in guitar technology, I go on sound, you know. So I'm going to call this boost 1 and boost 2, all right? So this boost 2 here adds a bit more honkiness, I would say, to it. So again, that bridge pickup, both off. Add in the second boost, the honk boost. Add in the first boost. Oh, let's make that slap back. Hang on a minute. right there, you noticed I turned off the honk boost, we'll call it, and you can really hear a difference. They're both, I think, great sounds, you know, but, you know, this is where, if you're writing, sorry, I'm still getting over this horrible cold and flu, so sorry if you hear me sniff a lot. But, you know, if you're writing a song in a band mix, this is where stuff like this comes into play, you know, and you're not having to rely on different pedals or anything like that. You're getting so many different tonal palettes from the guitar. So as I mentioned earlier, it is active. There is a 9-volt in the guitar. I've got a couple of guitars with that. They usually last for hours and like hundreds of hours. The only thing I will say, if you've never had a guitar which is active with a battery, make sure you take the lead out. That's the only thing. So if you're playing at home and then you put the guitar down and you go out and the guitar's still plugged in, and you come back and then you don't play the guitar and then you pick it up the next day and it's still plugged in. If you do that for about, you know, a good couple of weeks, while it's plugged in, it's starting to go. So just make sure you take the lead out. But it will last, you know, I want to say year, maybe make that plural, years. They last a long time, the batteries in these. So don't worry about that. Just make sure you unplug it. But I think it's a great little sound there. The one thing I just realised, I didn't do both pickups together. So let's turn the delay off here. So everything off, just the middle position. Now I'm going to activate the first boost. Just the second boost. Both together. I like that. Bit of a crunch. This is the Seymour Duncan, Ultraphonics by Vintera. Honk booth taken out. Hopefully that's given you a good idea of the sounds there. So lots of cleans, lots of driven tones as well. Even a little bit of delay went in there. But hopefully I want to try and show off as much as I can with the sound of pickups. That's the only thing, isn't it, with pickups, when you think, okay, I've got my guitar, I want to change the pickups in it. You don't know until it's fully in what it's going to sound like. So I really hope this has given you a good idea. And if you've got any questions, just hit me up in the comment section below, and I will do my damnedest to get back to you. But check him out, the JMaster Pickup Set from EMG, and hopefully you enjoyed this presentation of these pickups. Anyway, hope you're very good and well. I've been Mike Bradley, you've been you. Lots of love. I'll see you next time. Mike Bradley signing out. Bye.